What up, YouTube? Ed WeskerGriff coming back with a Star Wars showcase video. Going to be showing off the autographs and some of the slabs that I have in my Star Wars collection. Figured today was a great day to do it on May the 4th, which is Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. Can't wait also for Revenge of the 5th, which is tomorrow. But Star Wars, I mean, who hasn't seen Star Wars? It's a cultural landmark film kind of franchise. I just remember as a kid the absolute insanity of Episode 1 and the hype leading up to that film. I'm 34 years old, so I have technically seen every Star Wars film that's ever been released in the theater. Back in '96, was able to see the original trilogy as it was re-released into the theaters, so was able to see that. Granted, they were the special editions from the late '90s and not the original film. I mean, the original cuts, I should say. But also grew up with the prequels and then have seen everything that Disney has released in the theater, unfortunately, because we all know how, I won't get into it, but the sequel trilogy, but huge Star Wars fan. It's just a movie-going experience to go into the theater to see Star Wars. That's why I could never understand why people are always like, nerd stuff, Star Wars, they associate nerd culture kind of with Star Wars. It's definitely, in my opinion, not nerd culture since it's popular culture. I mean, again, who hasn't seen Star Wars? So just a bunch of cards here that I have added over the years, and much like anything else, Star Wars cards in particular have been affected. For the hobby boom. Tons of speculation now on Star Wars cards, which, prior to 2019, Star Wars stuff was dirt cheap. Now, granted, if you wanted autographs of Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, George Lucas, David Prowse, James Earl Jones, some of the key players, some of the key faces of the franchise, that was expensive. So I'm not going to sugarcoat that. Those were pricey even back then. But now they're astronomical for a lot of those particular people. Like if you want a Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill autograph, you are going to be paying mega bucks for that, especially if you want a top certified autograph card. Same with Harrison Ford. Same with Carrie Fisher, George Lucas. So those are pricey. But the second tier characters, the fan favorite kind of characters, a lot of the inserts, a lot of the cards, they were very, very extremely affordable. Now there's just tons of speculators in the Star Wars card space and whatnot. So I've slowed down on buying Star Wars stuff. I'm very patient on buying it. Like, for instance, I'm going to show this card. This just recently came out. This is the Star Wars insert of Shadows of the Empire, which was a game on the Nintendo 64. It was a whole multimedia project that was released prior to the release of the special edition films in the mid to late 90s. So this is the green, numbered out of 99. But there was a whole story, book series, comic series, and video game series that tied in with the special edition, because they wind up showing the Outrider here in the special edition for the Mos Eisley scene. But huge fan of the Shadows of the Empire series. Just really, really awesome. So this is the green. Was able to get this for $10 with shipping all in. It was about $16. But when this product first came out, this was a couple of these sold for like $35, $40. So just waited patiently, waited kind of for the hype to die down a little bit, and was able to add this green into the collection. From that same series, we got some Wedge Antilles cards. Big fan of Wedge, one of the underrated heroes of Star Wars, the ace of aces for the Rebel Alliance. So there's a couple cards. This one's numbered out of 75. That's the refractor. Couple slabs from the Topps Living set. Topps does these Living set cards. We got Grogu from 2019. I bought this originally off the Topps website, and it looked good, so sent it in for grading a while back, and it came back a Gem Min 10. At one point, a PSA 10 of this was like $800, something really, really ridiculous. But just a real awesome card. There was so much crazy speculation that was going on with some Star Wars cards. Then we got the Porg. Also bought this off the Topps website. The only redeemable thing, I guess, about The Last Jedi. The Porg Gem Min 10. Bought this one as well. Boba Fett from the Empire Strikes Back card 83. 2020 Topps Living. This is the Mint 9. And then got to finish it off with the Wedge Antilles card 11 from Return of the Jedi. Then for the autographs mostly are from the animated series, so Star Wars Rebels. Mostly because these cards were just insanely cheap. This card is probably my most expensive autograph now. This is Grand Admiral Thrawn, Lars Mikkelsen, numbered out of 75 from High Tech. Bought this for under $10 when it came out, and thought Star Wars Rebels was a really fun, cool series, and I thought the voice work that Lars did for Thrawn was absolutely incredible. You know, being a kid in the 90s, heir to the Empire, Timothy Zahn, the character that he created in Grand Admiral Thrawn. Just a really, really awesome character, and really thrilled to see him come into live action. And Lars is actually going to be playing him in live action, which is really exciting. Then we got Ashley Eckstein, Ahsoka Tano. Again, her stuff is just really, really pricey kind of now. Picked this up way back when for under $10. And this is numbered out of 75. Another character that will be appearing in the Ahsoka series, Sabine Wren. This was the voice actress that played her in the Rebel series. Numbered out of 75. That's the blue. Then we have Ezra from Rebels, autograph from the voice actor, Taylor Gray. That's the base. And gotta have an autograph of this guy, Captain Rex from the Clone Wars, D. Bradley Baker. Awesome character from the Clone Wars and Rebels. Absolute fan favorite. Then we got a couple more autographs. This is from Rogue One, which I really liked. Probably the best Disney release film. Duncan Powell, who again appeared in Andor. He was Melshi. Also have his Star Wars Masterworks. Again, these were very, very cheap pickups. Topps Finest, Mon Mothma. Also playing a big role in Andor, and also is going to be, I believe, in the Ahsoka series. One of the underrated heroes of Star Wars, Ben Burtt, the sound director. He made a small cameo in Return of the Jedi, but every iconic sound that you have ever heard on screen for Star Wars, whether that be the blasters, the lightsabers, the TIE fighter, anything you can think of, this guy created that. So just think of the sound associated with Star Wars and all the work that guy put into it. Dennis Lawson, Wedge Antilles, autograph, Masterworks. And the final one here, this was probably one of my last pickups. And this is going back probably 2019. Star Wars Masterworks, Lars Mikkelsen, Grand Admiral Thrawn. So that's a little bit of the Star Wars showcase, the autographs in my collection. Definitely wish I had more. Wish I had some of the... wish I had like Hayden Christensen. I know he was like $50-$60 for a very, very long time. Now he's definitely not. Also a couple, obviously Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, those lot. But maybe one day when they become a little more affordable. But that's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, may the Force be with you. Have a great one.